Jesus. Hey everybody, it's Stephen the Old World Gamer, along with Scott Devin Kane, and welcome to another episode of Retro Indie Pixels Podcast.
We're back with you again, doing the same thing we do every week, except...
It's Christmas version.
It's Christmas version, and the Christmas version, just so you guys know, is going to be a little abridged, because,
Small bridge.
here's the thing. The site that I usually go for my news, VG247.com, I'm pretty sure that they all went on a Christmas vacation, and they didn't have any news. So I went over to GameSpot and I went to Destructoid, so I have some stuff for you guys today, but I'm going to have a lot less news on my side, but Stefan has some interesting stuff for you guys to fill in the gap.
Alright. For some reason, the stream is being a little bit herky. Hopefully, it's fine on the other side. Anyways, yes. So, yeah, the last 2 weeks I've been giving you guys nice, juicy lists of awesome games that we recommend to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
This week I'm doing something a little different. It is Christmas, or Christmas time. It's actually Boxing Day. So, instead of doing a list of random games, I'm going to give you guys a full list of the games I bought at the winter Steam sale, and you can see what they are, how much they're worth, and how much you'll save, and what kind of game they are. Yes, we've probably covered some of them on the podcast before. That's fine. We're still going to take a look at them because it's Christmas. Let's look at some good games.
Yeah, and there might be some discounts that are like, yeah, man, that game looked really cool, but I don't know if I want to buy it at full price right now. But this is going to be your opportunity if you click over there quick to get those games that you might have been thinking about. That's things they've been sitting on your wish list for a little bit.
Indeed.
You might want to go over there and pick those games up for I almost said for free.
He's so used to the Epic Game Store.
Value cost discount.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, like I said, my site's going to be a little bit smaller with the
That's okay.
with the news for now. But, you know,
I let him borrow one of my sites.
Yeah, that's... Luckily, Stefan directed me towards Destructoid, or you guys wouldn't have had a damn thing this week, I'll tell you that much. Like, it's like, holy crap. Just so you guys know, right now, today, December 26th, FTL Advanced Edition is your free game on Epic Game Store right now. I'm going to point that out to you. So if you guys haven't picked up FTL,
dude,
you know, like...
They had a lot of good games.
Oh, yes, they have. And...
What was that on Christmas Eve that I missed that on? I can't remember, but it was something I wanted.
Oh, yeah, it was totally... What? Oh, damn it.
I know Game Hunter had it.
Totally legit battle simulator or something like that, or...
No, there's another one.
Was it called?
I thought it was Messenger or something, actually.
Oh, okay. But also for you guys, I know tomorrow's game is Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh!
So, for you guys that don't have that game yet, it's Celeste. That's right.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah, that was the other one. Yeah.
But yeah, today, December 26th, Thursday, is FTL. And then tomorrow, the 27th, Hyper Light Drifter. So you guys are going to want to check over on Epic Game Store and get those games for yourself for free. Because they're both pretty good games. You get them for value cost free, so, you know, it's worth it. Totally accurate battle simulator. That was what I was talking about. Totally accurate battle simulator.
I didn't get that after. I didn't get any of the Epic Game Store stuff.
I picked it up because I'm just like, you know what? We talked about it and we're like, what did we just watch? But I'm interested. So I'm probably gonna stream that at some point. But
I'm gonna have to get the Epic Game Launcher. God damn it.
Yeah, right. Anyhow, we're gonna jump over to my news section, my abated news section, which is gonna be a little bit smaller. But our first 4 articles are going to come to you from GameSpot.com. And the first thing we're going to talk about now that somebody's got is Switch. Somebody's got his Switch now.
Thanks, Nintendo, for not putting in a goddamn deal for Christmas. What the fuck? Oh, let's do Boxing Days. Are you serious? Boxing Day? Not Christmas? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, right? Anyhow, Nintendo Switch sale is discounting a lot of top-selling and good titled indies. On sale, the Nintendo Switch eShop is offering solid deals on top-selling indie games. The sale lasts through midnight PT on December 28th, so you only have a little time to take advantage. But it's a great way to catch up on games you may have missed over the year and spend those eShop cards that were in your stocking. These are all part of the Indie World Library of Games, which is also the name of the sale. Some highlights include Ori and the Blind Forest, Cuphead, and the standout puzzle game Baba Is You. Most of these prices are in the teens, though a few go even lower. The arcade shooter and perfect use of flip grip Downwell is less than $2. You can check out the full listing of games and prices below, which I will name off to you.
If I suggest anything, get that fucking Downwell immediately.
Oh yeah, $1.50 for Downwell, by the way. These indie sale is running concurrently with another even bigger e-sale shop. That one discounts a much broader range of games, including Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy, and even some other games like Bastion and Transistor. On the whole, the eShop is offering some great deals right now, so check them out. I haven't played Bastion, but I have played Transistor. Transistor is a really good game. It's one of the few, I want to say, like, RPG. It was almost a strategy game, but it was RPG enough that I was able to get through it, and it was a damn good game, so you definitely want to try that out. But our sales on the Nintendo eShop right now is Baba Is You for $12, Blasphemous is 20% off at $20, Castle Crashers Remastered, that's getting 40% off at $9, Cuphead at 30% off for $14. Like I said, Downwell right now is $1.50,
Blasphemous
guys.
is on.
It's $1.50.
As well there.
Like, I mean, guys, $1.50. My friend Pedro for $14. Ori and the Blind Forest Remastered is at $14. Slay the Spire is 20% off at $20. If you guys haven't played Slay the Spire, it is deck building godliness. It is so good. Steam World Quest Hand of Gilgamesh is $17.50. Terraria is at $21. Torchlight 2 is at $12. And Unravel 2 is 75% off for only $5. So yeah, right now you got some good deals, and Dead Cells Legacy update brings back some previous game builds.
Yeah, it was like that.
Motion Twin has released a new Dead Cells patch and reintroduces all of the game's old versions. Legacy update, available now on PC, brings back the glory days of Dead Cells for those feeling nostalgic. Legacy Update lets you play every major iteration of the game from the first build of the early access right up to the present, Motion Twin wrote a Steam blog post. We will, of course, make sure that we stock all of our future major updates in there, too. The patch also does a few extra things, such as preventing cloud saves from getting deleted, adding new mutations and weapons, reworking total crap weapons, and more. The headlining feature of the Legacy Update, though, as the name suggests, is the replayability of all Dead Cells' previous major updates. This includes Rise of the Giant, Hand of the King, and many others. To access Dead Cells' previous updates, right-click on your game in your Steam library and select Properties. Click the Betas tab and choose the version you'd like to play from the drop-down menu. Hit Close, wait for the update or download to complete, and enjoy your favorite version of Dead Cells. The Legacy Update is currently only available on PC, but Motion Twin said in a separate tweet that the updates will come to all platforms ASAP. Motion Twin, in conjunction with the newly established studio Evil Empire, has confirmed that Dead Cells will continue to receive new content well into 2020. Coming to the roguelite Metroidvania and in Q1 is next year's The Bad Seed, a new piece of DLC that brings 2 new early game biomes and a big pissed off boss for you to bash your head against. The Bad Seed will cost $5 USD when it goes live.
Wow.
And I feel like I need to get this game. I feel like it's really good. And I've watched you play it. And it looks like it's really good.
Dude, I know you would like it. It's... Once you start getting down, like, your mode of playing... And I've seen lots of people use shields, and I haven't given them much chance, personally, and I know I probably should. But, like, I'm a trapper. I'm definitely a trapper kind of dude. But once you start getting into, like... your mode of play, it's just so much fun. Like, you'll start finding things like, okay, I can jump up here and then kick this person while I'm still in midair, and then land back down and pull out this other weapon that I'm using. Oh, it's so good. I'm telling you right now, you would love it.
Yeah, it's one of those like, man, I really know I need to play this game but haven't done it yet sort of thing. And maybe this might be like an inspiration. It's like, hey, you're gonna get to try all of the things from the beginning of the game and say, all right, well, I've actually done it all now. So the new update gives you the opportunity to play all the old stuff over again. Speaking of another thing that I should be playing, but I'm not, Mario Kart Tour Holiday event is going on right now. Mario Kart Tour is getting ready to celebrate the holiday season, which, you know, this article might be a couple days old. With its next event, Nintendo has announced that it is aptly named Holiday Tour will begin on December 17th at 10 a.m. Teaser image showed off a couple of new outfits, carts, along with one possible hint of a brand new racer. The teaser trailer from the official Twitter account, you could plainly see Yoshi with a red Rudolph nose and a Christmas sleigh cart, alongside Pauline sporting a shiny new dress in a New Year's 2020 cart. Eagle-eyed fans also noticed that in the distant background, just under Pauline's arm, is the so far unreleased character Birdo with the Turbo Birdo cart. Mario Kart Tour had a very successful start, excuse me, according to Nintendo, and Apple says it's 2019's most downloaded iPhone game. It appears to be generating revenue as well, and Nintendo has implemented a similar subscription model to Mario Kart's Gold Pass in another of its mobile games, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. It's also been updated regularly with quality of life features like the ability to swap steering modes mid-race. Mario Kart Tour is a live game offering a new set of races and challenges roughly every 2 weeks. It already had a winter tour late in November with Santa Mario character and Christmas decorations, so this is actually the second holiday tour themed.
I haven't played this either.
I know. I kind of actually really want to try this, and it kind of, you know, by what I've seen, it just pretty much just looks like a Mario Kart game with, you know, on your phone. So this just seems like something I should already be playing.
Yeah,
you know,
the only thing is I'm stuck on just my work phone now, so they won't let me download anything.
But yeah, you got stuff to do. I mean, it sounds like you have stuff to do all the way through New Year. So if you guys are looking to get some new stuff on Mario Kart Tour, now it's the time. So for the rest of my news segment, I will be giving you guys news from Destructoid.com. So we talked about the Xbox Series 1 last week. They have a little new bit of information about it not being very noisy. Modern video game consoles can get pretty darn noisy, especially when game developers try to squeeze in all they can out of machines. Is it normal for a PS4 Pro to sound like it's ready for takeoff? I don't know about normal, but it became common enough phenomenon that people have latched onto the notion that the system sounds like a jet engine. It can be genuinely distracting. As we near another console generation, you kind of have to wonder, with all the technological advances and ambition that the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 represent, how loud will these things get? At least in the case of the next-gen Xbox, we have some reassuring clues. Speaking to GameSpot, head of Xbox Phil Spencer said that the designers went with one central fan and explained that what this design does with the size of the fan that we built it around, it lets us match how quiet the Xbox... Woo! Trying that sentence again. What this design does with the size of the fan that we built around is it lets us match how quiet the Xbox One X would match how quiet the Xbox One X. What?
Yes.
That sentence doesn't seem complete. Continuing, he said, "There's always this tension between design, acoustics, cooling, and the function of the console, and we were not going to compromise on the function. We'll hear what it sounds like in real-world conditions during the holiday 2020 season, but for Spencer's part, he says that in his household, if I don't point it out, Xbox Series X just sits there and plays video games the way I want it to, and I never heard it. Just how I don't hear my Xbox One X. So, I don't understand, like, I don't know. Why modern consoles, like they're saying, like the PS4 sounds like a jet engine going off?
They must be
like,
playing
why?
like a really intensive game if it sounds like that. Jesus.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, when my Switch is on, if it's on, I don't know it.
No.
You can't hear that thing. So I can't even imagine, like, and I've played PlayStation 4 with friends, you know, I don't have one, but I've played with them, and I've heard exactly what they're talking about. You know, I know what this article is saying is that the PS4 is relatively loud, and I feel we're in a day and age that sort of stuff can just not happen anymore.
Well, I also have to go back on that because, as they're saying, they're trying to get as much as they can out of the consoles, and there's only so much you can do without overheating the damn thing. So that was the whole big issue that people had with Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, is that they were very easy to overpower and overheat, and eventually they would just brick. So now they're putting in these extra fans and powerful fans that can be adjusted depending on what the game state is. So, I mean, obviously loading an indie game, you're probably not going to hear your PS4 hardly at all. Versus if you're loading from a disc, and then it has all these extra, like, assets that are on the system as well, and it's trying to run all this stuff at one time, and it's a big game or something. Yeah. It's probably going to sound like a jet engine.
Yeah, it's one of those things that consoles now should just be like what they're saying here. Like, you shouldn't even notice that it's there. And it's just like I said, with my Switch, you don't even know it's there. No matter what game I'm playing, like playing Diablo 3, which is like a very number-intensive game where there's numbers flying everywhere and math has to be like added up all over the place. So even in games like that, you never even knew that the thing was running. So it's like, it's possible. You just have to have the right stuff in it. So little Bloodstained update for you guys. Bloodstained patch 1.04 will be going live on the Switch in January. Bloodstained is such an odd beast, but then again, it's a Kickstarter game. When that was all glitz and glamour, it had no consequences. The game actually came out after years of hubbub. Trust me, years, I know. Earlier this year in June, but since then the development team and publisher 505 Games have been fixing the game's various bugs, especially with the clunky Switch port, with all hands on deck. It's plain to see that the actual content updates have been put on the back burner, and since then, nearly every platform of the game has been out of sync version-wise. Yeah. IGA, jeez. I'm so sorry. Koji, forgive me. Iga and his team have taken to Kickstarter. Oh my god. Iga and his team have taken to Kickstarter to update everyone on how the process is going leading into 2020. Iga says that work is still underway on the Zangetsu new playable character update, as well as 2 modes, which include boss revenge. The other playable character and promise modes are still happening too, and Iga states that the team wants a regular cadence of content once there is full platform parity. A more concrete info will come in 2020. For now, Xbox One is up to date 1.006, which finally allows those players to access the backpack DLC on the PC platform had at launch. PS4 is at 1.04 right now, which includes balance update, bug fixes, and an improved map system. Allegedly, the version fiasco will be fixed in January, as it's even spilling into other regions. In Japan, 1.04 is called something different.
Jesus.
For Switch, 1.04 is nearly complete and is scheduled for January. Having followed these patches closely, a slight delay, 1 or 2 weeks, is probable, so don't get your hopes up too much. See,
hearing stuff like that makes you not want to get it for the Switch at that point.
So that's the thing. Like, there has been nothing but problems with the game on the Switch since day one. I mean, it was just like a clusterfuck of just laggy content. I've watched like people on YouTube who had the Switch version, and it just looked so bad. And honestly, the Zangetsu update is way overdue. The game's been out for 6 months, and Zangetsu was supposed to come out a couple weeks after the game launched. And I understand why it's not, because of all of the problems that it has. But Zangetsu mode is way overdue. It is badly overdue. And at this point, I'm not losing faith in Koji Igarashi or 505 Games, but this stuff needs to be done, and it needs to be done soon. Because, Zangetsu was supposed to be just a few weeks or maybe like a few months or something like that. I don't know. But it's been since June. And, I've played through the game 3 times. I've gotten enough out of the game that I, installed mods to make my character look like 2B from Nier Automata, just to liven things up. But there's only so much you can do with the game with the same character over and over and over again. Will I continue to play it over and over again? Yes, because it's a good game. But the stuff that was promised for the game does need to start coming out soon, especially the Zangetsu mode, which is, just... It should have been here already. It should have been here for every version. And the fact that the PS4 and the Switch versions aren't even at... Or I'm sorry, the Xbox One version isn't even up to version 1.4 is... Whew, that's a problem, man. That's really bad.
Said in the chat there, games should have the same version across the spectrum. They should all be releasing relatively, or at least, on PC version 1.05 is coming out, and next week it'll be for Switch, and 2 weeks it'll be for the other two. Something like that. And that'd be fine. You'd be fine with that. Yeah. But when it's like, oh yeah, you're on 1.05, and this guy's on 1.04, and these guys, they're on 1.006. It's like, wait, what? What? Why?
Yeah. I mean, Xbox One's really far behind. They're really far behind. It's not like
you guys don't have the money.
Yeah. I mean, especially since it was like $7 million in Kickstarter, plus all the people that paid money for the game, yours truly included. You guys definitely have the resources to be able to get this done and get this done now. And, I hate complaining about Bloodstained because, I really, really enjoy the game. And it is easily my second favorite Metroidvania. Well, I might put that in number 3. I'm sorry. I'm going to put that in number 3. My third favorite Metroidvania. Because, Symphony of the Night, obviously, and AM2R was blew me out of the water. But it's definitely, I'm just going to rehash the same stuff. This should be done. It should be done. You've had 6 months, and I don't know how much different Zangetsu mode is going to be from the game with Miriam, but I guess it's enough. When you played say Symphony of the Night, and you beat the game, and now you can play Richter mode. Richter didn't really change the game that much, so I kind of feel like Zangetsu's going to be the same way, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the whole thing, everything's going to change. You know what I'm saying?
So, then at least it'll be more fun then, and maybe there's other stuff that they're going to include with it, like, oh hey, you'll find out that there's some actual new secrets here because of this new guy you're getting or something.
Right.
And then you'll be like, okay, fine. That makes me feel a little bit better that it took longer. I'm still not over it, but that would make me feel a little bit better. Right? But I mean, if you're basically getting a reskin version of someone, then it's just like, boys, listen,
Yeah.
this is not good enough.
Zangetsu mode has to be different than Miriam mode. It has to be. Or the delay in having him in the game is completely unjustified. It's just that plain and simple. Alright, anyway, moving on. Zen is now out, which means that Black Mesa is pretty much complete. The conclusion to Gordon Freeman's story can finally be told. No, not that the one at the Combine. The one where he fights the Nilithant. The Nihilinth. Whew. Whew. Nihilinth. I can say it. I promise you. Yes, you already played that 20 years ago. But just listen for a moment, okay? Black Mesa, the fan-made and Valve-approved Source Engine remake of the original Half-Life, is complete. It has been a long time coming, as the project first announced in 2005. Most of the game launched in 2015 in Steam Early Access, everything up to the point where Freeman leaves Earth. All the Zen stuff was given special attention, maybe because it feels so different from the rest of Half-Life, maybe because the original never spent much time there in the first place. At long last, Freeman goes to space, or more accurately another dimension. Crowbar Collective has updated Black Mesa to include Zen. It's not quite the debut of Zen. These levels have been available in public beta since August. However, it's the first time Zen has been pushed as an update to everyone who owns Black Mesa. Despite seeming like the end of the road for Black Mesa, it's still not quite finished. This is the 0.90 update, meaning it's still in early access. It appears to be content complete, though, as most of the work that left appears to be related to refinement, polish, and bug squashing. Now that Zen is in the mix, Crowbar Collective guesstimates that Black Mesa weighs in at around 15 hours. If you're looking to spend some newly acquired holiday cash, it's $16, 20% off on Steam. Frickin' finally. I mean, oh my god. Black Mesa's been out for a while now, and this is another one of those, like, this, holy crap, we've waited for Zen for a long time when it comes to Black Mesa. I mean, it's just like, if you've played Half-Life and then you play Black Mesa, you know that these games are so different from one another. I mean, it's the same game, but it's Black Mesa is so much a better experience compared to Half-Life. And finally, we get Zen for Black Mesa. Like, yes! Freaking finally! Like Peter saying in the chat, finally, Zen. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, oh my gosh. So, if you've not played Half-Life, I would just suggest, like, if you're looking to, like, update yourself on, you know, the Half-Life series, play Black Mesa, because it's definitely the better of the two, by far.
I know I've played the first Half-Life for sure and finished the game, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. But Black Mesa sounds super familiar, but I don't know if I've actually played it or not. It's basically just kind of like, it's Half-Life for what it's worth. It's the same. It's the same thing. Same game, but now you have Zen. Maybe I might go back and play it again just to see what it looks like, because I'm super interested in seeing exactly how Zen looks in Black Mesa. Anyway, so the new Mega Man X mobile game is being delayed until 2020. I know it's not Mega Man X Revival that we all wanted, but there's still hope for that. While Capcom is still hard at work at their real Mega Man mystery game, Capcom Taiwan is moving forward with Mega Man X Dive, known as Rockman X Dive in Japan, a co-op multiplayer game featuring multiple characters from the X universe. The idea is that it won't step on existing toes, nor will it be a reboot. Instead, it follows a Dream Virus World all-star showcase of the X series.
Following a beta period on Android earlier this year, it was slated for a late 2019 release, but Capcom just came out of the woodwork to slap us with a delay. The game is now slated for a first quarter of 2020 due to process of optimization. They apologized for the delay, which is not necessary in this era of rushed and broken games. Look, I get that it'll probably be weighed down by microtransactions, either at launch or after the fact. The Mega Man X themed co-op game that's downloadable anywhere in the world due to the ease of region swapping mobile devices, I'm probably going to give this a try. Yeah.
All right.
Danke.
Kissing with you is like for me
Mega
to
Man
kiss
co-op?
my uncle.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
I don't know about you, Stefan.
20XX, dude.
Mega. 20XDX was sort of. I mean.
No, now
Yes,
don't get me
you're
wrong. I
right.
did not find 20XX to be satisfying. I don't know why. There's something
No.
about it that honestly just did not feel satisfying about it. It didn't feel like a complete game. I just felt like a lot of the levels
So
were just kind of mishmash, and I wasn't a huge fan.
So. No. Well, I would give the game like a B-, would play it again later. But here's my complaint with 20XDX. It came with that little tag that it was like the levels were all randomly designed, but the problem is that you started to see things when you played the game over and over again. You started to see things and knew where things were. So it's like, oh, okay, well every level is randomly designed. You'll never play the same level twice. Like, okay. But the problem is that you have like fixtures and areas A through Z, and you just like, okay, well, to make this level, we're going to put A, D, G, H, and K all in a line. Well, I've seen all of these before. So it's not really like random generation, more like just like cut and paste the same areas over and over.
Some probably had a higher
That
generation
was the
rate than
problem.
others, so then that's why you were seeing those more often than some of the other ones as well. So.
Yeah, so that was the problem with 20XDX. It was that it just didn't do enough with like the random level design to say, okay, hey, you know, here's something new. I've never done this before. This is going to be fun. Well, it's just like, all right, well, I know that because I see this platform here, I can drop down and know without actually seeing it that there's going to be a platform below me. That's just... And then once I finished the game and like finished it 100%, you know, and beat the final boss, true ending and all that stuff, I was like... I have no desire to go and play it anymore. You know, excuse me, maybe later on, you know, once I've forgotten what everything looks like, and, you know, memory no longer is just like, oh, I see platform A, I can jump over to platform B and whatever. But that's gonna take some time, you know? So, but anyway, going back to this whole Mega Man X co-op thing, I hope they can do enough with this that it won't just be like we're gonna play the same level over and over and over and over and over again. That they're gonna make new stuff and new challenges and new things to do, and also not make it a gacha game. Please, Capcom, please. Don't make it a gacha game. Just save me the time of having to like grind levels with Axel, because I don't want to play as Axel. Please don't make me play as Axel. I don't want to do it. I want to be Zero. I want to be X. Hell, I'll play as fucking Alia. I don't care, but I don't want to play as Axel. Get out of here.
Shitbag.
So that's all I gotta say. I don't want to play Axel. I'll play anybody else. I don't care. So, I don't like Axel. I'm sorry. I can say it over and over and over again. I hate him. I hate him as a character. I've never liked him, and you know, Mega Man 7 and 8 was just like, hey, you really want to play this guy, don't you? Anyway, so last thing that SDK has to talk about news-wise this week is Overwatch is giving away some more winter loot boxes throughout the next week. If you can get to a PC or console between now and the start of the new year, you can clean up on some last-minute Overwatch extras. Basically, just sign into your account from now through January 2nd, and you'll net 5 more winter-themed loot boxes. That's actually when the Winter Wonderland event. That's actually when the Winter Wonderland events ends in general, so you'll have some time. The same goes with the Snow Angel Mercy Challenge, which requires you to win 9 games in Quick Play, Arcade, or Competitive. That's still running until the same date. I can't believe how long this game has been supported, given the short lifespan of some other live service shooters. Overwatch has been around since mid-2016, and will be there for the foreseeable future. Even when Overwatch 2 hits at some point, it'll integrate with the already existing framework in some way that'll help keep it relevant. I mean, I kind of just want to throw this in for you guys, the Overwatch players. You know, there you go. You get 5 free loot boxes. It's not anything to. It's 5 free. So, you know. And then to get the Snow Angel Mercy, you need to play 9 games in Quick Play, Arcade, or Competitive. If you haven't gotten your arcade wins already, you might as well just do it in arcade, because that's like, here's Snow Angel Mercy plus 3 more loot boxes. Okay. You know? But I might actually have to jump on Overwatch a little later tonight and get stuff, play some Overwatch. Maybe M4 wants to play some Overwatch later. I see somebody says he still plays it.
Call him out for some Overwatch.
I'm just saying, M4, we can play some Overwatch later if you're going to be up for that. I'm just saying. I have played Overwatch a little bit, but Snow Angel Mercy really makes me want to play. I'm just saying. Anyhow, again, guys, sorry for the lack of news this week, but again, like, my major news source was definitely on Christmas vacation this week, so, you know. But anyway, so now that SDK is done with his news, he's going to throw it on over to the co-host and good old OWG, Stefan, the old world gamer.
All right. Hello. How's it going, everybody? So, as you know, it's around that time, Mr. Scotch Deviled
Is
Egg.
it? Wait. Hold on. Is it that time? Is it time? Wait, I smell it in the air. It's Christmas spirit. It smells. It feels. I can feel it in my soul, like it's about to be my favorite part of the podcast. You should feel it in your soul that it should be your favorite part of the podcast. It should be everybody's favorite part of the podcast. If it's not, I've tried. I've done everything I can to make the Steam Queue your favorite part of the podcast. I didn't point at the camera. I pointed off to my screen. Listen. I gotta come up with something new every single week. I gotta present the Steam Queue in some different way every week. Man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's my job for the Steam Queue.
Looking at what I can see already there in the Steam Queue, I'm just like, oh, this could be a great week.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. Remember, I said before that I'm not presenting you guys with like, hey, look at these fun games. I'm presenting you with, these are the games I bought this year. Maybe you might like them too. So we have that to fall back on. So no worries. If the Steam Cube comes a little bit like poop, don't worry. You can push that poop out through the door, fresh home. So no worries.
If the Steam Cube accidentally poops on your carpet, don't worry. We got the Rug Doctor coming for you guys for fun.
All right. Oh, apparently the best of 2019 new release is going to Age of Empires Definitive Edition. That's what it's nominated for, I guess. 20-year legacy returns with modernized gameplay, 4K visuals, 8-person multiplayer battles, host of other new features. Welcome back to history. I like these kinds of games. They're fun sometimes.
Oh shoot! I didn't have my Steam open. See, I figured out how to make it watch the movies in real time. But did Scott have himself ready for his favorite part of the podcast? I feel like I figured out.
I even full screen the video, and we managed to keep Scott's words. Age of Empires
see,
draft,
how about that?
So cool. Wait, we gonna...
So cool and so refreshing.
We have some tunes. Hey, tunes. Yeah, they look like they're really good remasters. I remember playing this back in like what, fucking like Windows 98 or something.
Oh, the original.
So. And I thought it was
yeah,
cool,
I think
was
it's
terrible at it once I got to a certain point.
Oh, I'm terrible at it just because it's an RTS.
All right, so you know what? Going on to the wish list. Why not? Who cares? It's not bad.
Original Age of Empires was October 15th, 1997.
Lion Shade. Why did they sound familiar?
Wow.
Next, we have Cliff Empire. After a nuclear war, life on the surface became impossible. A 300-meter thick radioactive fog covered the Earth. We were looking for bold, active people to manage the process of restoring life on Earth. Join. City Builder Colony Sim Simulation Strategy. This could be something I would enjoy, or it could be something I would... Oh, I can see Mr. 6F wanting to play this.
Whoa. Some of those buildings are on like the side of the cliff. Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
I like that kind of shit, dude. It's so interesting. Space Colony Sim? Yes, please. Immediately.
Yeah, right.
I knew it. I know the Steve. I know the 6. This
That's
looks
pretty cool.
amazing, dude.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
It wouldn't be anything I'd be good
See,
at.
that's the whole point, dude. You
Because,
just
like,
keep
the silly-
playing until you figure out like your way of playing.
You
is
get good at it,
what's
I
best for
suppose,
you.
yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're the best.
Expand.
Oh, orbital.
Ooh,
Oh, Jesus, Steve
oh,
is
Steve.
literally.
Oh,
I
Steve,
know-
you get to make your own space
I know what
station,
he's
my
doing
friend.
over there. Stop.
Oh, hands above the desk, sir.
Oh my God! Now these guys are in a crater. This looks fantastic, dude.
Yeah, it does. This looks pretty fun. I might actually try this. And this isn't usually like my sort of thing. Like city sim and city builder games really aren't my thing. But like this looks like cool enough that I would actually give this a try.
This looks
pretty
fantastic. Cool. Oh, like a Roman thing,
Yeah, it
but
does.
future. What? This is blowing my mind. Oh, I don't like to look at those apples though. Why are some of them flat? Don't do that. You made the whole game great.
Peter,
the
the game
flat apples.
Peter, game called Cliff Empire.
Yeah, Cliff Empire. Wet name. Just a pack of baby wipes. Luckily, Luna has plenty, so he's good. He's covered. That's going to my wish list. Cliff Empire looks fantastic.
Yeah, actually, I think I might actually wish list myself.
I recently started playing SimCity
like I said,
4 and was liking it, so this is like, all right. All right. Moving on to 2 Point Hospital. What? By Sega. All right. Design stunning hospitals, cure peculiar illnesses, and manage troublesome staff as you spread your budding healthcare organization across 2 Point County. Medical sim. Oh, it's because I was playing SimCity 4. See, medical sim.
Oh yeah, okay.
Building. All right.
Welcome to the Superbug Initiative, where medical experts work together on the future of 2 Point County. Our members collaborate day and night to build a better, smarter, healthier world.
Man, if that's how doctor visits went, man.
Join your
I go to
friends
the
in
doctor
group
more often.
projects and work with the entire
Don't
medical
say?
community in global projects.
He's like, hey, you got a cold? Done. Taking care of everybody.
Conduct cheesy research, exterminate the honeybees,
Excuse me, I would
rouse
like a
the
pack of
dead,
cheesy
and
glubbins
much,
myself.
much more.
What the fuck's going on here?
To discover unique in-game rewards.
What the hell?
We're stronger together with the
What was
Superbug
that
Initiative,
about?
new to to 2 Point
Maybe
Hospital.
I don't want one of these hospitals. Holy crap! The ghosts are all walking around and shit.
And
Whoa.
Peter went
Ah,
back.
I don't know, sir.
Was it Cliff?
Shit. Wow, that was Cliff Empire. I mean, it did look really good, so.
Alright, next in queue. I'm not adding that to my wish list or ignoring it, so. We have Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Warhammer 40k Strategy Space RTS Sci-Fi. Something I probably won't be into. Real-time strategy game adapted from Games Workshop's famous tabletop game that portrays the epic space battles of the Warhammer 40k universe.
I know a friend of mine that would really like this. I've never really been into
Warhammer. Yeah.
Like Warhammer.
From the lighting of the tempest.
It's kind of just always been out of my like reach of things. There's it's like this is like a the strategy, those sort of games, like those tabletop strategy games like Warhammer and like all of the others that I can't think of the other names of. I'm at a gaming store every week, but I can't think of them. It's kind of like I don't know. I'm bad at RTS like video games to begin with, so I can't be any better at those that require more thought than just clicking and giving commands to things.
Yeah, see, these types of games I always feel would be better along the lines of Star Wars Battlefront, when you can control just a specific ship or person or whatever. Like you can be a fighter, like in a fighter. Jet spaceship thing, or you can be in using a big old battleship or something. Like that'd be cool, but like you said, when you're just controlling a small like fleets of different like things, it's kind of like I said.
Yeah.
Although I won't ignore this one, it didn't look terrible. It looked very intriguing. Just
it didn't look terrible.
I would go out of my way to get it myself. Up next, we have a game called Session, a skateboarding sim game. Alright, creativity and freedom of expression. This is Session. Pure raw skateboarding. Forget about hand-holding or turbo timers. Just go tame that concrete.
Wrong because I can't stay upright on anything that's on my feet, but
well, I mean, again, I'm also a fan of Tony Hawk Pro Scooter games, but this is I don't know, there's something about it that I'm not a huge fan of.
And also it says that Session Skateboarding Sim requires a controller in order to play. Playing with a mouse and keyboard is not supported.
Alright, so we're going to our next game, which is Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. Alright, discover a brand new RPG from the creators of Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Facing an imminent invasion, Meve, war veteran and queen of Lyria and Rivia, is forced to once again enter the warpath and set out on a dark journey of destruction and revenge. Card game, RPG story-rich adventure. Oh, wait. We added in the word card game.
Okay.
Cool. Was ist das?
Do you recall my words as we fled Lyria?
Right.
You swore you would retake your crown, even if you had to penetrate hell to do so.
Time to follow that oath.
Definitely gives a Darkest Dungeon feel.
Oh, there's our gameplay. That's what I was looking for. This is different.
Alright, but
This is very different. It's almost
Yeah, it
like
is.
playing through like a story, like through a comic book. It is. It's part of the Witcher series.
alright, well that's
Very
different.
Because it has card game aspects, but there also looks like there's adventure aspects and almost like tabletop board game.
So I'm kinda Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if like maybe like I don't know. Like if the RPG element where you like kind of like walk around and look for fights and stuff like that, but I wonder if combat is controlled through the card game.
Well, I'm loading up another trailer here and hoping let me see a bit more.
Well, it's when
This one
some
looks like it's more story.
stabs you in the back. And
Yep, definitely more story.
It looks like exactly what the first Come of Thronebreaker offers: a mastercrafted RPG story driven primarily by three things: Gwent puzzles and battles, walking simulator, and RPG decision-making tree. It leads to an intricate combination of story outcomes that has 20 endings. Wow. Favorite thing about Thronebreaker is the fact that you quickly realize that not a single decision you make is black and white. Most decisions are, in fact, very deep gray. This leads to a story outcome that sometimes you're not very proud of. You made decisions that you felt were best that may not have been looked upon as valid or just.
Well, I'm not going to ignore this one, but
Well, this seems-
again, I don't think it's something I would go out of my way to play personally, so...
I'm actually going to add that to my wish list because I'm a card gamer. This actually seems really interesting. Like, I will say that Final Fantasy VIII was really weird for me because of Triple Triad, and I did spend a lot of my time in that game going around and just trying to make the best Triple Triad. And there was also an RPG story in there somewhere, but this is my kind of thing. I like the idea of this.
Well, like I said, I didn't ignore it. I didn't add to my wish list either, but I
Yeah.
figured it'd be something you would probably like more so than myself. Up next, we have a game called Ashen. It's an action RPG about a wanderer in search of a place to call home. It's a Souls-like adventure RPG action epic 3D. So let's watch the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, watch out. You're going to get attacked by
Got it.
scores.
Watch out! Watch out for that rating, boss.
Action RPG, you're saying. Indeed. Whoa. Whoa.
What's up, girl?
Oh, breastises. A dream to explore a PC game.
Right?
Epic fantasy story. It's a different type of 3D stuff. Oh, faceless people. That's trippy.
Holy shit!
Oh wow, yeah, it's very Souls-like. Holy shit, that big whale thing is great. Yeah, this is very
jeez.
Souls-like.
Yeah, it is. +1 Sky Whale. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that.
It's available right now. It came out
And
December.
it's available now.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Hope you like
Cool.
spiders.
No, but I do like exploration. They just tossed that in there at the end.
Mhm.
Going on the wish list.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
$36.39. It's 20% off now. Dang. Alright, up next, we have Crying Suns. It's a tactical rogue light that puts you in the role of a space fleet commander as you explore a mysterious fallen empire. In a story-rich experience inspired by Dune and Foundation, each successful run will uncover the truth about the empire and yourself as well. Strategy, indie, roguelite, space, sci-fi 2D.
In the darkest
It's
future,
all pixel. Oh, it's pixel. What is pixel?
hentai tentacles have taken over the world.
Wish.
The greatest admiral of all time, Captain Tentacle.
Oh, I do like the graphics. Quite a bit. Whoa. Floaty dude. Naked dude. Whoa. Although I guess if you were like frozen or something for the next many years, you probably would.
You ever watched the first Austin Powers? Yeah, it's just definitely very,
Very
die. Yeah, okay, sure.
I see.
Yeah, it's definitely Scream Steve, that's for sure.
Game for me. Time for a salad. I do like the graphics, but I wouldn't be able to play it.
Get this hentai monster following you everywhere. I don't trust it. You got a free demo, Steve. There you go. You can at least give it a try. See if you like it, man.
Alright, I don't think I'll ignore
Demo
this
is
one
value
either,
cost
but
free.
again, I don't think I would jump at this.
Yeah.
Up next, we have a
Same.
game called Between the Stars. Become the captain of an interstellar cruiser and cross the galaxy to save the Republic. During your journey, you'll have to make important decisions, improve your weaponry of your ship, and fight against numerous enemies. Early access space action RPG simulation. This could be alright. Was ist das?
We've been complacent for too long.
Looks like
That's over
Saturn
now.
or Jupiter.
The children
something.
of the sun will no longer be led by an unworthy puppeteer.
Jupiter doesn't have a
It's
ring.
time to cut those
I'm
cables
talking
and
about.
strangle their detractors with them to the
It's not
last.
Jupiter. Oh, sorry.
Surrender or die.
Travel amongst the stars.
That's very nice. Very spaceships.
Yeah, right? Make decisions.
Fight for the Republic. You are the chosen one.
Status critical. I'll end you, Nartos!
Kill things with lasers. See, this is what we were talking about before when we were looking at the Warhammer game. This is kind of what we were on about. Like a game like that.
Commander.
So that looked much better. That's going to go on my
That
watch list. I would play that. There is some RPG
That
aspects
did
to
look
it,
pretty
too,
cool.
so-
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wish list that myself.
It's already out too,
Pretty
so
cool.
that's cool. Next in our queue is Dicey Dungeons. Fighting against fortune would be a lot easier if you weren't a walking dice. Deck building, card battler, roguelite, indie. So basically, SDK,
Well,
SDK, SDK, SDK. Stop touching. Warrior. Oh, okay. This is kind of different. It almost reminds me of Slay the Spire the way that there's like different paths. This is so trippy. I don't know what you're thinking. Your face over there, I can't tell if you...
Oh. That look. Oh, no. I'm probably going to have $11 less at the end of the stream.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's on my ignore list because it's not something I would play personally. But that's fun. See, again, this is what I'm talking about with these queues. Not everyone's going to have the same opinion. Scott loves it, and he's going to buy it. He's already basically said he's going to buy it, and I'm ignoring it. So, see, it's not that it's a bad game. It's just I know it's something I would be terrible at. Deck building, card battler. Jesus Christ, Bob. You just touch Scott while you're doing it. Up next, this looks like it could be good. Killer Queen Black. The ultimate arcade esport comes home. Hop on the snail, hoard berries, or wipe out the enemy's queen to claim victory. Action, strategy, casual, indie, sports 2D? Never mind. It looked like it was going to be a platformer. Now I'm intrigued on what the fuck this is supposed to be. This is almost like a... Oh no, because it says an esports thing. What the fuck? What the f... This is like a hardcore version of chess.
I kind of feel like that's the idea.
Oh, now we have some 8-bitness. Thank you. Oh wait, what? What? Kind of, but look at this. Now there's like platforming, like action to this. Jesus, this is really cool. Again, it's also a sports game, which means I'd probably be terrible at it, but... Economic victory. Snail victory. Wow, I don't know how to feel about that.
That looked kind of wild.
Yeah. You know what? Going on the wish list. And it only just came out not so long ago. This could be a fun game. I know I'd hate a lot of you because if we played
multiplayer game, like yeah.
I'm so confused by this.
All right, yeah. I know.
That was pretty good.
Playing it very well, but it did look like that last couple scenes was just like, this looks really neat.
Once you got the full like visual there, kind of. All right, we're gonna go to our last game in the queue. Seriously? Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. The ultimate real-time Soviet-themed city builder tycoon game. Construct your own republic and transform a poor country into a rich industrial superpower.
What? Did you just put Soviet-themed tycoon game? You understand that doesn't work, right?
Okay, we're watching this. Okay, this train is going. Here we go. Pile of sirens. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to arrest the guy who said Soviet-themed tycoon game.
Is right? No, they're leaving together. Oh, okay.
Decide how their kids will be educated. Oh my god. I mean, yeah.
What? This is craziness right now. If nothing else, the music is good, yeah. Construction sites. Man. This is like SimCity, but to the extreme. Manage everything. Help shape public opinion. Buy game from Russia. So we Russia gameplay you. Jesus. Oh my.
And next week on the queue, we're gonna have North Korea Simulator. Go, cheat. Whoa. Hold on. I want to set my chair and I just went.
Alright. Unfortunately, this is a game I'm going to ignore because it's something I'm not interested in.
Yeah!
I'm sorry. But not really. Alright, so this is the part where we get to go and see what games I got through the Winter Steam sale because Scott, leave now.
Alright.
Jesus.
What? What's the matter? You're not interested in North Korea Simulator? Come on.
I have to buy it now, Jesus. Alright, so we're going to get into the games that, like I said, these are the games I bought during the Winter Steam sale. Have a look at these great games, at least the ones, I mean, I bought them, so I mean, I assume I'm going to enjoy them. So I hope that you guys will, and we'll see some good prices. So first up, we have Children of Morta, which we've looked at on the podcast already. It's 25% off at $21.74. It is. Children of Morta is a story-driven RPG game about an extraordinary family of heroes. Lead the Bergsons with all their flaws and virtues against the forthcoming corruption. Will you be able to sacrifice everything to save the ones you care for? Ooh, it's published by 11-Bit Studios. They usually put out some decent content. It's an action roguelike RPG indie action roguelite.
Children of Morta is an action RPG with a roguelite approach to character development, where you don't play a single character, but a whole extraordinary family of heroes. Hack and slash through hordes of enemies in procedurally generated dungeons, caves, and lands, and lead the family of Bergsons with all their flaws and virtues against the forthcoming corruption.
Coming year. This is going to be some good
Gameplay-wise,
stuff.
it's a unique mix of action-adventure RPG, roguelite, and hack and slash game. By leveling up, you develop not only individual characters, but also the entire family. There is no permadeath, and you can change family members between the dungeon runs.
Damn.
The story
Art
takes
style's
place
so
in a
nice.
distant
Oh yeah, it
world
looks
that
fucking
copes with
amazing.
themes and emotions common to all of us.
Yeah, it does.
Love and hope, longing and uncertainty, ultimately loss.
Don't mind me as I
willing to make to save the
my
ones we
face.
care for
You guys
the
can-
most.
because
Ultimately, it's about
my chair
a
is
family
not
of heroes standing against the encroaching
doing what I wanted to
darkness.
do.
You can choose from six different family members.
That's pretty
each
cool
one
too. I
having
like that.
unique skill sets. The father, John, a protective warrior with a sword and shield. The elder daughter, Linda, a precise archer. Kevin, a quiet fighter equipped with deadly daggers. Lucy, a lively and bold fire mage. Mark, a mindful martial arts fighter. And Joey, who smashes his enemies with a sledgehammer. Ranged attacks, magic spells, blocks, stuns, evasions, and passive skills. It's all there for you to discover, unlock, and upgrade. Check out different setups and find your preferred way of combat. In Children of Morta, there is no classical inventory system, but instead, there are dozens of items that you can randomly find on your way. They can give you passive buffs, modify your attacks, allow to spawn powerful totems, and more. And if you don't like what you find, you can always stop by a store and purchase stuff from a merchant. All
so much stuff going on at once, but with these sort of games, I love that. It's like why I'm like a fan of like games like Diablo and Torchlight and stuff like that. And these sort of games, I love that kind of chaos. But there's just like a fuckload of dudes on the screen at one time.
Well, it gives you so much more to do and so much more to focus on. It's a lot of it keeps you going, and then like, oh, I just rebuffed myself because I killed all these people at once. So let's keep going. Like, you don't want to stop then, you want to keep going. So that's why these games are so awesome.
Unique enemies, bosses, and challenges
These boss
linked
fights are
directly to
looking
the
pretty
environment around
badass
you.
too.
Play with your friend,
Co-op.
or wife,
Oh, yeah.
or mom.
Damn.
It's a game about family, after all. Currently, the game supports local co-op for 2 players, but online co-op is in development and will be added for free.
There is no
into
online
updates.
co-op, but it's in development. Plus, Steam apparently lets you
Gorgeous, hand-drawn,
push through
stylish
that
pixel
now,
art.
so that
They
should
say a
technically
picture
not
is worth
matter.
1,000 words, so just take a look
Yeah.
and embrace
This
it.
game looks so fucking good, though.
I wonder, Stefan, you have this game. I wonder if we would be able to like Steam Link and be able to
You have
play
it?
that
You
co-op.
can get it today on
You don't need
What?
it. Remember how Steam Link works? If it has local co-op, you can play it through Steam now.
Okay. I thought you needed to have it too.
Yeah.
Enter the Gungeon and Diablo.
No, only
All right.
yeah. Kind
So
of does.
that's one of the games I got. Children of Morta. Very highly recommended. Up next, we have a game called Everpath, a pixel art roguelite. Everpath is a roguelite RPG with handcrafted pixel art. Explore a procedural generated world with the combat and item system of the classic action RPGs. Embark yourself as a member of the North Barrow Army. Choose and personalize your class to find what is lurking in the wilderness of... ... It's an indie RPG roguelite pixel graphics. So let's watch the trailer, shall we?
And those are hand-drawn pixel art like that. That looks really good. Holy crap! You guys can hear me, right? Like it's on. My mic's a little bit farther away than normal. And those are hand-drawn.
Yep. I just double checked.
Okay.
I thought you for a second you just repeated the same thing. Yeah, dude, they're hand drawn. Yeah, this looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I love this look too. Yeah. So this is on sale, 50% off. It's $3.99 Canadian.
Yep, $3.49 American.
You're stealing it.
If
Go
this
get
looks
it.
Good to you.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Next game we have is called Fox in Forests. This game is 75% off. Alright, it's at $2.87. Fox in Forests is a 16-bit style action platformer with RPG elements. Switch seasons on the fly and wield your crossbow to unveil the mystery of the 5th season. This is an action-adventure indie RPG pixel graphics game. So, let's watch this trailer.
A naughty fox named Rick set out in an epic.
I think most of you will enjoy this game as well.
Whoa. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's like the Legend of Fox, Oracle of Seasons.
Kinda, yeah. Legend of Fox.
I mean, can't let you do that, Star Fox. This is
Yeah, dude.
Foxes and Forests.
So yeah, that's not a bad game. Very good platformer. Almost also kind of reminds me of the way Wizards and Warriors 2 was kind of set up.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah,
that.
75% off. Again, you're pretty much stealing the game again. So
$2.49 American, guys, for that game. And that looks
similar to
pretty
games
cool.
such as Moonlighter and Death's Gambit. So good comparison.
Yeah.
All right, up next we have a game called Bucket Knight. Even knights still have to pay taxes, loans, and alimony. Help the brave knight in his sacred mission to find the Holy Grail, and then sell it. Explore dungeons, slay enemies, avoid traps, stay alive, and get rich. It's an indie platformer 2D action pixel graphics game. It's currently 50% off at $2.84 Canadian. Let's watch the trailer.
Yeah. That's so. Oh, I think we did go over this on one of the Steam Queues. Yeah. I like the what am I trying to do? Like, the CRTV look to it.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine, Peter. That happens a lot of times with the podcast. There's so much stuff that I have open at once in order for the podcast to run properly that it goes like that. It's not a big deal. I'm not worried about the video as much as I am about the actual audio. So, because that's the most important part of this podcast is having the audio, so the people who actually want to listen to it will get a chance to later. But thank you. At least it's nice to know that it's still, well, not nice to know that it's still decent, but you know what I mean. Alright, so that one's by Pigeon Dev, and that's, like I said, one of the games I bought. I thought it was a lot of fun, so I can't wait to give that a try.
Yeah, it's another game that's $2.49.
Alright, so next up we have a game called Iconoclasts.
Oh, yeah.
Join Renegade Mechanic Robin and uncover the secrets of a dying planet. Explore a big world filled with intricate puzzles, interesting characters, and menacing bosses in a beautiful platformer adventure that tells a personal story about faith, purpose, and the challenge of helping people. Indie pixel graphics action Metroidvania 2D, currently 60% off at $9.99.
Yeah, it's $7.99 American. Boy.
13.
Iconoclasts has been on my wish list for a while.
Came
now.
out in 2018.
And Oof. This is another one that's going to be real hard for me to pass up.
I'm just spending Scott's money for him.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I've wanted Iconoclast for a while now. And seeing it on sale for $8 is like, ooh, I don't know how I can have
And in total, there's over 20 games. I think there was like 25 games that I got in total. So. Yeah.
And it's sad because like the studio that did this, shit. We talked about them a couple times.
Danjin?
Or whatever they're something with a D. I can't. Danjin, there you go. The studio who made this had just gone through some like big problems with their head.
Yeah, I've heard about that. And they put out a lot of great games.
They do.
Actually, when I was playing Christmas Eve Bug Fables, that was by Danjin. Well, published by Danjin, I should say. Yeah, this game looks so good, dude.
Yeah.
Oh. Hashtag OWG for Streamer Life 2020. We need to make it so I can just stream. That's it. That's all I'll do is just stream every day for minimum 8 hours. We'll do it. We can cover so many fucking good games. Fuck, man. Anyways, so good. Iconoclasts, $10. It's 60% off. Oh my god. So, here's another game we covered called Cathedral. Make your way through more than 600 rooms and unravel the secrets of your past by finding the 5 elemental orbs. Cathedral features a vast world meant for exploring. Action, adventure, indie, pixel graphics, retro. It's 30% off at $12.59. Let's watch this trailer. Oh.
Yeah, I remember seeing this. I remember this being
What's that?
really good. I remember us talking about this. It's looking really good.
Very Shovel Knight-like. You're a little quieter too, by the way.
Yeah, because I'm sitting back on my mic. Oh! I almost... Uh-oh.
Yeah, the music in this is actually pretty good. Oh, Scott unplugged his mic. Let's see, we should be getting him back in a second. There we go.
There we go. This is why, like, if you're on my stream, the donation goal right now is Scott's new mic. Because you see this little hole here? There's not supposed to be a hole there. That's my mute button. The wire from my mic got caught around the back of my back of my chair.
It's off the headphone.
Yep. So yeah, if you ever go over to my stream, you'll see that right up on the top, we're trying to replace this guy.
The soundtrack for this sounds so good too. Like it feels like an NES game.
Yeah.
Or sounds, I should say, like an NES game. It looks like a lot like a Shovel Knight game. Like that you get Cathedral.
And 600 rooms. That's a lot for a game like this.
That's a lot of great exploration. I like that.
Oh yeah.
All right. Up next, we have another game that we've talked about on the stream. Armortale, or sorry, on the podcast, Armortale. Baby demon foxes are on a rampage. Head on an epic journey together with a wise witch to stop their mischief and save the kingdom. A fun action platformer with a unique armor swapping mechanic.
Oh yeah, I think when we first reviewed this, it wasn't quite out yet.
But it also reminded us a lot of Little Samson. So, this is an action casual adventure indie platformer. It's 25% off right now at $5.01. Very weird.
Really? $4.49 American? Wow.
All right, let's watch this trailer.
Wow.
He even jumps like Little Samson.
That's really surprising.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of like Sunsoft games a lot too, like Gimmick.
So cool.
Yeah. That's another thing to be said about pixel graphics. When you do this cute style like this and make it like a very viable game, then like I don't know. There's just something about it that makes you want to play it even more. Again. I don't know. So good. Oh god. Oh, those levels always trip me in so much. RPG2Heaven.com. That's the developer, by the way. Excellent game. So happy I got this now as well. I told you a lot of these games are going to be good. A lot of them are going to be good.
Super discount, 25% off for only $4.49 American. It's only $6 American to start with, so that's like that's a steal in itself. But it's on. It's even like part of the
really
promotion
do this
right
as
now.
an NES fucking port, like
oh yeah,
or something. That would be so good. Oh, here's one I wanted to. I bet Scott has forgotten about this one. It's a game called Timespinner. Scott, if you haven't seen this, oh, you're about to buy another game. Travel back in time to change fate itself in this beautifully crafted, story-driven adventure inspired by classic 90s action platformers. Join timekeeper Lunaius on her quest for revenge against the empire that killed her family using time-bending powers to explore a vast connected world. Published by Chucklefish, by the way. Female protagonist.
Oh, really?
Metroidvania indie RPG adventure action game. It's 30% off now at $15.39.
Will be $13.99 American.
Here's Scott touch himself.
They came for my home.
Hands are up here, guys. Sorry.
They came for my friends. They came for my family. Now, I control time itself. I will use this power to change history, no matter what the cost. The Empire has taken everything I love. I will destroy them all.
Yeah.
Will stop me.
Yeah.
Such a voice actress from Crypto Necrodancer, I'm not sure. Yeah, so Scott.
It's on my wish list.
Alright, so that was Timespinner. Fantastic looking game as well.
Yeah, it does.
Next we have a game called Warlocks 2, Godslayers. Challenge the vile gods and dethrone them in this action RPG mixing retro aesthetics with modern gameplay. Team up with 4 friends in online and local co-op. Choose from a cast of 5 powerful warlocks. Action RPG indie pixel graphics adventure. It's 85% off at $3.41. Well, let's watch the trailer.
In a world infested by the vilest of gods, they are this realm's last hope. A drunk goat riding on a dwarf, a dancing boy, an enchantress with a selfie stick, a girl with a knife, and a skull boy? A bunch of weirdos on their way to save the world. Sort of.
See, you can play together with people.
The whole world awaits warlocks as they
$2.99.
teleport to those in need through a chimney.
What?
Seriously? Who wrote that?
Yeah.
Earn your place in the Warlocks Club and try not to
What
die.
is a man?
What's something for me to step on?
Become the God's Slayers.
Keep calm and cast this spell.
Yo, there's a
And
witch with a
remember,
cell phone.
Warlocks
Yo,
don't
calling
have to
dibs
fight
now.
For their right to party.
Hell yeah, witch with a cell phone? Fucking, I'm all about
Jesus
that.
Christ. Sounds like a commercial from the 90s.
Dude.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, $2.99 for you
yeah,
guys, that's, again, a steal. Easy
that's,
co-op game we could get together for.
Yeah, that's... Goddamn, my wall's gonna hate me after this
Alright,
podcast.
up next we have another game that we covered on the podcast called Tiny Dangerous Dungeons. Hop into a Game Boy-inspired Metroidvania adventure. Explore a huge and open dungeon and find ability upgrades to help you in your quest. Can you survive the Tiny Dangerous Dungeons and find a presumably huge treasure? Indie adventure action platformer retro. This game is 80% off for $1.13.
It is... It's 99 cents, guys. It's not even $1.
It's $1.13.
You know what you can't get for $1 anymore? Yeah, you can't get candy bar for $1 anymore.
So,
this
let's
game.
watch the trailer. I like how the dev is Adventure Islands. See, fun.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Trust me.
Keep looking at my wallet, and every time I do, it gives me this strange look. Yeah.
This looks so cool.
See, I told you. It's so hard to just choose like
And it's
some games.
I know, and it's $1 right now, guys. It's a single $1. You can't even get a coffee for $1 anymore. You get a full-length adventure?
I'll sell your games for you.
Yeah, I mean,
it's $1.
$1.
And
What
again,
the hell,
steal.
man?
It's 80% off, and it's so Game Boy like, but bright, and like it looks like it would feel good to play. For fuck's sake, that fucking lighter's broken.
Oh, you have no idea, Game Hunter. Iconoclasts is not even probably going to get fought real soon. That's not even a probably.
All right, next up, we have a game called Arkan, the Dog Adventurer. Arkan, the Dog Adventurer is a unique, explosive mixture of platformer and Arkanoid. Hit the ball, move around, jump, smash the bricks, destroy the enemies, destroy everything destroyable. Yes, we have looked at this on the podcast.
Oh, I remember this.
This is 70%
really cool.
off at $3.44 right now. Let's have a watch.
$2.99 American. This looked really cool. I remember seeing this.
And if I remember correctly, I said, "Oh, I don't think this is a game I'd play," until I started watching more of it, and I was like, "Wait, this does look like something I would like to play." And now it is going to be something I would like to play.
And creating your own levels is that. Yeah.
Jesus. Some of those levels look crazy too.
Try harder.
Oop.
Yeah. Crazy. Stuff flying everywhere. So not only do you have like an arcade sort of thing that you have to do, you have to be like avoiding all of like the spells that are getting thrown at you.
It's like bullet hell Arkanoid platformer. Jesus.
Yep.
So yeah, 70% off. I'm making a lot of these choices very easy for you guys.
Oh,
Up
yeah.
next, we have a game that we think we
$2.99.
just covered recently called Squidlit. It is also a Game Boy-like game. Every day is a wonderful day for invertebrates. Come join the Squidlets of Blipston for a squishy adventure of spoopy castles, muffins, and wiggles. Made with classic handheld technology in mind, Squidlit strives to be the closest modern recreation of Game Boy game design methods on the market. Action, indie, adventure, pixel graphics, retro. It is 74% off. That's a strange number. 74% off at 59 cents Canadian.
Yeah, 49 cents American. 49 cents.
So, let's have a watch of this.
49.
I mean, honestly... Oh, I love the soundtrack for this.
So, not only is this game 49 cents, it also has an achievement in it. I mean, it's a Game Boy game, it's 49 cents, so you're already going to assume that this game
Pretty
is
sure
short.
we almost convinced El Spuddy to
It obviously comes with it.
He hasn't bought it yet.
Yes. So here's the thing. There's an achievement in it that requires you to finish the game in less than 10 minutes. Which means that this game is absolutely, at 49 cents, going to be speedrun heavy.
You can
So
easily set this up for a speedrun if it's not already set up as one. I'd be surprised if it's not.
oh yeah. I mean,
And I like when I hear Scott talk about speedrunning. It means he might go do it someday.
right?
I mean, wonderful.
Yeah. Someday.
So yeah, this is also similar to games apparently like Owlboy. That's their comparison. Yeah, 59 cents. That's dirt cheap. Up next, we have a game that I think is on a lot of people's lists. It's called Gato Roboto. Pounce inside of your cozy armored mech and set off on a dangerous trek through an alien underworld full of irritable creatures and treacherous obstacles in a valiant effort to save your stranded captain and his crashed spaceship. By the way, published by Devolver.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
This is 50% off at $4.49. It's classified as an indie action adventure Metroidvania 2D. We just made Game Hunter by Iconoclasts. Here we go. Oh, also, soundtrack for this is pretty good. Good kitty. Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, how do you guys feel about that game?
Gato Roboto or Domo Origato. Gato Roboto. Jesus. Oof.
Similar to Owlboy and Super Win the Game, both fantastic games.
Yeah. $3.99. Another cool one.
Yeah, it does look neat. Welcome, Mr. DP Well.
Yeah.
Alright, we have another one. This is Scott is I'm sorry, Scott, but you're probably gonna buy this one. Xenon Valkyrie.
God damn it.
Xenon Valkyrie is a roguelike with many RPG elements in which you will have to get the deepest part of the moon and finish the plans of a wicked witch. You'll be able to get many weapons randomly as you fight in a world that is created every time you play. Roguelite, Roguevania, Action Roguelike, Action. Female protagonist. It is 75% off at $2.74.
$2.49.
Let's watch the trailer. Already bought. Jesus. For all the wrong reasons. Why? It's a fantastic game, dude.
I mean,
That's true, I suppose.
waifu. Come on.
Oh, but we're not done.
Looks pretty neat. Not gonna lie.
So there you go. Another fun looking game there, Scott.
Yeah. Didn't wishlist it.
Oh.
I'm just wishlisting things to keep track of the things I'm going to buy.
Next up, we have
Just
a
saying.
game called A Robot Named Fight. Scott, if you haven't heard of this, I'm surprised. A Robot Named Fight is a Metroidvania roguelike focused on exploration and item collection. Explore a different procedurally generated labyrinth each time you play and discover randomized power-ups to traverse obstacles, find secrets, and explode meat beasts. This is a Roguevania action roguelike Metroidvania 2D. It is 90% off at
Wow. It's $1.29.
Canadian.
Yep.
Let's watch the trailer.
Joey? You fought the beast. Now.
3, 2, 1.
Fight your friends.
Yeah, I think this is the multiplayer one. Alright, we're actually going... Well, this is the multiplayer version. Or part of it. You can go to the other trailer over here. We'll see what the game is actually like. Give Scott a second there. Switch over. Yeah, we're going to the second
one?
trailer that's there.
Okay. A millennia of peace has passed since the mechanical gods ascended. Something forgotten and terrible now stirs amidst the stars.
Oh, and the soundtrack is amazing.
Delve beneath the surface. Real instinct. Holy shit.
And it's different every time you play, Scott. That means replayability forever. I think this was made for Scott. Yeah, this has been out for a while, since 2017. Oh, Scott's gonna keep buying them games. Buy them games.
I hate you. I love you at the same time.
Alright, we're going to move on. Next up, we have a game called Shipwreck. Shipwreck is a top-down adventure game in which you must travel the land, explore dungeons, and defeat monsters to earn safe passage off the island on which you are stranded. This is an adventure indie pixel graphics RPG game. It's 50% off at $1.64. Let's watch the trailer.
$1.49 for us.
Don't be jealous. Soon you'll be part of that 6. This reminded me a lot of Star Tropics and, well, Legend of Zelda, obviously. It's, again, very cheap game as well, so... Yeah,
$1.49.
Oh, looks good. I liked it. Alright, next up we have a game called Rex, Another Island. An open-world adventure inspired by the classics. Get lost in a wide world of precarious platforming that will take you back to a simpler time. Indie action dinosaurs retro platformer. This is 66% off at $1.11, probably 99 cents for you guys.
$1.01.
Owlboy and Environmental Station Alpha. Let's watch the trailer. So simple and fun. Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Looks so nice, though.
It's like modernized DOS. That's how I would like say the graphics are for this game. So boom, there we go. Rex, Another Island. Again, very cheap and
for $1 for $1.01, man.
Game. I mean, come on. All right, our next game. Oh man! All right, you're probably gonna want this too, Scottus. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Hako Niwa Explorer Plus.
I'm sorry.
Hako
What?
Niwa. HAKONIWA.
Hako Niwa Explorer.
Alright,
Sorry,
get ready
got
for a voxel art action game featuring an unprecedented level of freedom. A whole range of cute girl monsters are waiting to punch, kick, wrap you up, suck your blood, and eat you right up. This is action indie RPG pixel graphics. It says nudity, but it's not that bad. So it's 40% off at $6.89. Let's watch the trailer. I love this, by the way. The isometric look is fantastic.
Yeah.
I know,
Well, this looks
right?
Cool. I like this.
Like, I'm really looking forward to playing this. I don't know why. I just really am.
Oh, this is so wish listed.
No, it's not soft. It's like you'll see in Medusa, whose boobs are out. But when you say boobs, they're all there's like not even a nipple. It's just a smooth, you know. It's the same thing as if she was wearing a skin tight shirt. Like it'd be no different. Like right here, where you're fighting this boss. It's a little bit jiggly and stuff, but.
Whoa! Yeah. Oh, damn!
Yeah.
Oh, girl, what?
Yeah, see,
oh, whoa,
that's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
See, here's an actual Medusa.
Holy shit.
She's the same thing. Like her boobs are out, but it's not like there's nipples and stuff. It's not like not tasteful or something, or you know, tasteless. There you go.
Tasteless.
Not non-tasteful. No, yeah, this one's a little extreme too. By the way, you get bounced by boobs and then her ass.
Wow, girl! Oh, girl! Whoa!
But see, it's all covered up, so it's not even nudity on that part.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh.
Tasteful booze.
Jesus.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It has a really good battle and art style, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, see, this misses.
Yeah.
Just gives you a hug, and see, look at this. See, Scott is loving this.
Right.
He says wish list, but now he's gonna buy it after you see the main part of this game.
Yeah. I just like this. Whoa! Good God! Where? Whew! All right, man.
Right.
I need a cigarette after that.
So,
one.
anyways, it's a fun-looking game. It looks like it would be a really fun game to actually play. Besides all the jiggliness and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just a bonus for the waifu, you know, all that good stuff. So, anyways, our next game. Right. Okay, it's called Spirits Abyss. Spirits Abyss is a roguelite platformer with destructible terrain. Cast into the abysm, you must explore its diverse depths, battling phantasmic meanies and plundering its useful treasures to find a way home. But there's something nestled beyond the realmic veil of death. This is early access action roguelite indie. Ooh. Action roguelite indie. Jesus, that's a lot of... Anyways, trailer. Oh, actually, sorry. We'll pause this. 1 second. This is an early access. It is 25% off at $4.26. I would assume that's like $3.99 for you guys. $3.74.
$3.74.
All right, we're gonna go back to the start of this trailer. Full size it. Here we go. That looks crazy.
What the fuck?
Oh, the soundtrack's awesome. Once again.
Here it is. Ooh.
And they have this weird card game thing to it as well, which I kind of like. Like, these graphics are so fantastic. I love it. It's so dark and like, oh.
I got down with that soundtrack, man. Holy
Right?
hell.
So that's Spirits Abyss. I know it wasn't too much, but you can see from all those visuals that it's worth it. $4.26, $3.74 for you Americans. All right. Our next game is Salt and Sanctuary. Explore a haunting, punishing island with a stylized 2D action RPG. Salt and Sanctuary combines fast and brutal 2D action, 2D combat with richly developed RPG mechanics in a cursed realm of forgotten cities, blood-soaked dungeons, and desecrated monuments. This is a Souls-like Metroidvania difficult dark fantasy game. It's 75% off at $4.99.
Yeah, $4.49 for us.
Well, let's watch the trailer.
Alright.
This world has known war for centuries, but peace is finally preciously near. We set out on the ocean to secure that peace. Failing this mission would surely plunge us into darker days.
So at first it seemed like it was slow moving, but it's not as slow moving as you'd think once you actually start seeing the gameplay, and it's brutal.
Hey, thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that, man.
I guess there must have been some happenings. Whoa. So yeah, this game, it looks awesome. When I first seen it, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know how I like to look at a character, but the more I seen it, I was like, okay, I understand the art style now, and I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does. Wow. Holy shit.
Also available for PS4, so... Yeah.
Holy hell. Wow,
So
that was
guys,
intense.
75% off. $4.50, $5
Yeah,
for us.
it's only
in Canada.
$4.49.
It's comparable or
Yeah.
similar to games
Damn.
such as Dead Cells and Hollow Knight. For those listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, our next game is a game called Wizorb. And this one is not going to break the bank. It's 70% off at 98 cents.
89
The
cents
once
for
powerful
us.
kingdom of Gerudo is threatened by
Yes.
evil presence. The only hope for salvation is Cyrus. This is indie arcade pixel graphics action retro. There is no trailer as far as I know. All we have are these.
It's an Arkanoid type game. I remember seeing this though.
Yes,
This
indeed
looked
it
pretty
does.
cool.
Really cool. And again, for $1, it's worth a try. And it
Yeah.
looks fantastic, so I think
Hell
it's
yeah.
going to be well worth your $1.
Mm-hmm.
Just going through all these little screenshots here. I like the pixel art in this too. It's nice.
Hell yeah. That looks really cool. 89 cents, guys. You can't go wrong. I mean, 89 cents.
It's less than $1, so
Jeez.
if you're getting a bundle of games, throw it in there. Right? It's a buck.
Yeah, it's $1.
All
I mean,
right,
come on,
now,
man.
this one's going to be
Can't go
totally
wrong.
out of place with the rest of these games. You're going to be like, what in the fuck? The Game of Life. And there's two are going to show up there. This is the one with the release date of the 3rd of November 2015. It should be $2.74, 50% off. I don't know if that helps you or not, Scott.
It keeps popping up and then it keeps going away. Hold on. Okay, so we're looking at the one with the white text.
All right.
Yes. Okay.
The Game of Life showcases a beautifully rendered digital game board, cards, and spinner that capture the fun of classic game full of adventure and surprises. Game of Life will take players on a journey where fortunes can be won and lost. This is going to be for one of these nights where I decide me and Robin are just going to play some fun games just because we have time.
Okay.
I've always liked the Game of Life as a board game, and as most of the
Yep.
video game adaptations that I've played, I've also enjoyed. So when I seen this on for $2.74, 50% off, I was like, all right, I'm definitely getting this for us. So
Yeah,
it's worth it. And we'll actually watch the video. It's only 39 seconds, so.
You got it. You can be a winner at the Game of Life.
And then you put all
Dated
the
myself with that one,
houses
man.
on the board and stuff. You gotta have your church there.
Yeah. Win the game, man. You got married. No, it's retiring is who's winning.
There's
Right.
baby. Oh, and it looks like there's some different type of gameplay you can have there.
Yeah, little mini games. Yeah.
And the cool thing with this is that I think anytime you rolled a 10, it was considered speeding. So you'd have to pay money to if they chose to be a police officer, which is kind of a cool way of making extra money in the game. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, that's neat. It's like tiny little additions to the already existing game.
I love that. And again, like I said, it was totally kind of left field, but it's a fun game. All right, we have 2 more games left. The next one is I'm about to skip that by mistake. I'm going back. It's called Graveyard Keeper. Build and manage a medieval graveyard while facing ethical dilemmas and making questionable decisions. Welcome to Graveyard Keeper, the most inaccurate medieval cemetery sim of the year. It's 60% off. It's published by Tiny Build. It's $9.11.
7 days left.
Pixel graphics, crafting, RPG, sandbox, indie. We're gonna, let's see. Oh no, we're gonna watch the first trailer here. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of strange stuff in this game, Game Hunter.
What the
Yep, just do about it.
Yeah. When's your next run? Thursday. I think I'll go for
This
a
looks
look.
like so much fun. I can't wait to play this. I've been wanting to play this for a long time.
So this is like Stardew Valley plus corpses. You laugh because you know I'm right.
No, I like it. It's pretty cool. And I like the graphical style, too. It's very nice. It's very tiny build, actually. I like the tiny build games. Punch Club and stuff is a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure Six has seen this as well and has wanted to play it. This is a long video as well, so we're gonna just stop it there. Yes, you can mingle with locals and stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it, but anyways, yeah. Graveyard Keeper, well worth it, by the way. Our last game, Scott, another female protagonist. It's called Biolab Wars. Inspired by the 8-bit games and by the movies from the 80s, your goal is to blow things up, defeat aliens, and fight bizarre bosses in this platformer 2D with classic mechanics. It's 25% off at $1.71. Tags are action, indie, casual platformer 2D war. Let's watch the trailer.
Alright.
That was a female. Oh, you can be a female. You can also be a dog.
Oh man. This has some Contra 3 feels, man.
But like NES style. Yeah, I'm loving it. Mama, baby truck. Whoa, it's actually a big baby. Oh Jesus, your raft.
$1.49, huh? Well, guess that's another $1.49.5.
And that was our last game. Our last game from Steam, from the winter sale. So there you go. That's what I got. And great is they. All right, we're gonna move into our news from, of course, one of the best websites you can go and get your retro indie game news from, indieretronews.com. All right. First, we have Kings Valley Plus. Konami's platformer has finally been released on a C64. Oh, that was buddy.
Neat.
Thanks to the heads up from a friend of ours in Commodore 64 128 group, we've been told Kings Valley, which is a port of the MSX version first released in 1985, and also has as an appearance via MS-DOS in the 80s, has an unofficial port in 2009 on the ZX Spectrum by Retroworks, has finally been released on the C64 thanks to Mario Mora, Francesco Uga, I apologize, STE, and in association with RE.Bit magazine. Alright, when we first came across Kings Valley some time ago, it took us completely by surprise, as we didn't even know of its existence until that day. But now, thanks to a team of people behind this incredible version of the C64, you can now enjoy this arcade-style platformer on a quest to collect gems, while also avoiding angry mummies and other such deadly monsters. Let's have a look. Konami. Oh, yeah. This is almost like Castle Quest, in a way. Oh, my God. Yeah, this looks addictive. Jesus. Oh, and all the fucking sounds are so, like, nostalgic arcade. Oh, why did you do it? Oh, that was a demo. Oh, play starts. Alright. Oh, we got music now. Okay, you can. Nice, nice. Oh shit! Oh my god, dude! Oh god, this is so fucking stressful. What are you doing, man? Wow. Okay. This does not look like an easy game.
Holy!
Oh!
No. Run! Oh shit! Oh, run! Oh my god!
All right.
Holy hell!
Scott just caught up.
Oh
my. So yeah, that looks like it's a fun game, arcade type game, and that's the C64 version. That looks smooth. Like that looked like an arcade.
Yeah.
Honestly, if that was the C64 version, that looks straight up arcade right there. That looks nice. 15 pyramids apparently altogether. Not a long game, but hey, I can see the fun in it. Yeah, I want to play it too, dude. I really do. Up next, the Chaos Engine 64, an 8-bit tribute to a 1993 Blaster classic teased. The original Chaos Engine was an incredible game released in 1993 and developed by the very famous Bitmap brothers. It was a well-known title at its core, was for the Amiga, in which 1 or 2 players battled in a top-down shooter genre against the evil creations of the titular Chaos Engine. With 4 landscapes to traverse and weapons to use, it was an extremely popular game on any system. Well, if you remember this incredible game, you might be interested to know it may be coming to the C64 in the form of the Chaos Engine 64. Alright, let's watch this. We have a small video, only 33 seconds long. Oh, you're teasing. Oh, 1-stage demo? Well, why? You know it's more. You're gonna want it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. What the fuck is that sound in the background, though? Okay, stop. Wait! You didn't even explain what that was. Is it part of the game music, or was it like letting you know that something was close by? I don't know. Though it's still very early days, we are unsure if the tease is going to be turned into a full game at any point soon. The developer has noted on his Twitter page that he's working on a 1-stage demo of the game and hopes to have it released to the public when it's finished. So check out the Twitter feed above and marvel at what looks like an impressive start to an early 8-bit tribute. Anything it's got?
I mean, I kind of wanted a little more out of the gameplay on it. Give you anything.
The 8-bit tribute.
It kind of feels like it's Ikari Warriors like. It kind of looks like the top down with the. I mean, I kind of wanted a little more out of the gameplay. The character look. And Ikari Warriors is fun to me anyway, but.
I don't know. I'd like to see a little bit more. Like you said, like there wasn't really enough to really tell what's going to happen. Like, is there going to be enemies or like that weird, annoying sound? Is that like letting you know something's happening? Like, is that like enemies are spawning, or like you're getting close to something that you're trying to find, or like I wasn't sure. Is it part of the music? I don't know, but we'll find out more. I'm sure we will find out more as the time goes by. Bring us more. Alright, up next. Ooh, just for Christmas. Freeze 64, a Christmas-themed C64 game sponsored by the Freeze 64 fanzine. Oh, joy of joys, it's soon to be Christmas Day. Actually, it's past Christmas Day. And before we get to that magical point, here's a Christmas-themed game to keep you company. It's Freeze 64. A brand new C64 game from Aurora Richmond and Mike Richmond, kindly sponsored by the Freeze 64 fanzine. Properly printed Commodore 64 gaming cheat and coding fanzine, which you can buy and have sent to you wherever you are in the world. According to the story in the Freezing Christmas Eve in Santa, according to the story, it is a freezing Christmas Eve, and Santa has to deliver presents to deliver. Jesus, I can't read. So how many parcels can you drop in the chimneys for the moon sets? But watch out for Chinese lanterns bats, and burglars who are on the prowl to try to spoil Christmas? Chinese... This game works on real C64s, loads on emulators such as Vice, and can be loaded on the C64 and the C64 Mini. For the best experience, use or emulate a PAL machine, but it does work on an NTSC. Well, I guess maybe they just use Chinese lanterns as... That's what I'm going to assume.
Okay.
I know, they probably could have used anything else. It seems very specific. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, game buttons. Okay. Oh, it's literally Paperboy, but overhead. Or not overhead, but like flying. And you just drop them into the chimneys. Oh, there's a bugler.
There better be some...
Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, fucking bad screwed up to the parcel delivery. What is Jesus?
Whoa, he killed some guy with that package! Whoa, Santa, you can't do that sort of stuff! Dead!
He's a bad guy. He's gonna probably steal.
Oh, look out!
So he has like a little bag on his back as well.
Yeah.
It looks solid. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a super solid game. I don't know if those are really Chinese lanterns though, but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Either way, moving on, we're gonna see Raid Over Moscow. An 8-bit classic makes its way onto the Amiga for Christmas. First beta release. Well, this is incredible news, not for just the Amiga scene, as for anyone who loves playing 8-bit classics, especially throughout the Christmas holidays, as Iraq has released the first public beta of the work-in-progress conversion port of Raid Over Moscow. This game originally released in the early 80s for the C64, Atari 8-bit, Amstrad CPC, BBC Micro, ZX Spectrum, and Apple II. It's regarded as an all-time classic game and the developer's second best-selling Commodore game as of late 1987 after Beachhead. As noted by the wiki for the game, released during the Cold War era, Raid Over Moscow is an action game in which the player, an American space pilot, has to stop 3 Soviet nuclear attacks on North America, then fight his way into and destroy a nuclear facility located in Moscow's Kremlin. According to the game's storyline, the United States is unable to respond to the attack directly due to the dismantlement of its own nuclear arsenal. Jesus. As noted by Iraq, Eric Hogan, he has said after finishing the final scene for Raid Over Moscow on an Amiga 1 megabyte, the initial release as of today is only a public beta, and patches, updates, features, and polish, and perhaps better NTSC support, multiplayer, will still need to be done as it couldn't be finished by the self-imposed Christmas deadline. Iraq further goes on to say he would like to thank Amiga legend Adrian Cummings for creating the original artwork and sharing with the community the amazing musician Simone Bernaccia for conjuring up an atmospheric OST that invokes 80s Cold War paranoia films, and the extremely multi-talented John Sakiris for lending his support to virtually every area of the game. Alright, let's have a watch. We're going to skip ahead here to... Okay, I'm getting that feel. Jesus! Beginner, advanced, suicidal. My God. Like, jeez. No change in difficulty at all, right? My God. Uh-oh, enemy launch detected. Target Atlanta. Oh. Ooh. Is this going to be a shooter? Is this going to be a SDK game? Oh, okay, you're getting ready to go through that. Don't run into the other guys. What are you doing? Oh, do you have to land? Oh, you're waiting for the doors to open. You guys just showing his. Okay. Showing out the controls. Cool, cool.
There you go.
Crap. Hurry up, I want to see more gameplay so bad. Okay, here we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, your shots don't reach all the way across the screen. Too difficult so far. I guess it is only the first level.
This seems like, you know what this seems like? This seems like, instead of it going like sort of isometrically bottom to top, this is like a left to right Zaxxas, or what is it? What was it called? Zaxxas? It was an old arcade shooting.
It does look like you go up and down on the screen too, like decrease and increase your altitude.
Yep. Help me out here, chat. What was the name of that? Xenon? No, it was something with an. It was an old arcade game. Fuck.
Alright.
There was something with an X in it. Like Xexus or
Xanax.
Shit. Xanax.
Alright, we're going to go on to our next one here. Briley Witch Chronicles, a fabulous work in progress C64 RPG by Sarah Jane Avery with new footage. We're going to go right to the video here, Scott. Oh. Oh, see, someone who knows how to actually not put their music on a million. Thank you, Sarah Jane. It drives me nuts when people do that.
Still have you on the
Every
podcast,
new
by the
game you
way.
open up and it's all like, let's see if we can't destroy their ears first. I'm just like, no. Alright. Oh, okay, the soundtrack's pretty good. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit. Ooh! Oh! Are we serious? This is straight up RPG like. Oh, I'm loving this. Oh, talking to a kitty. Someone. Although I guess if you're a witch, you would have a familiar. Yeah, this is so RPG. I'm loving it. Okay, we're gonna leave that open. I'm gonna do some reading. So, as many of you know by now, especially after Hazemaker 64's inside scoop from last year, the ex-Sega game developer and author Sarah Jane Avery is working on a fabulous RPG for the C64 called Briley Witch Chronicles, which by all accounts isn't just a good-looking game, but will have lots of interesting features that are sure to whet your appetite. Well, after playing the fantastic games of Neutron and very festive Santron, it looks as if the developer wants to share some much-needed info with an impressive trailer for the in-dev RPG Briley Witch Chronicles. Briley Witch from Sarah Jane Avery is going to be a game that I'm sure everyone will enjoy. Not only can you mix potions in your very own cauldron, but you can talk to people, watch cutscenes, spend lots of time with your pet cat, and fight in a turn-based combat system. So if this sounds like your sort of RPG fun, then head on over to Twitter below to keep up to date on developments. It looks good.
You can still come to the podcast.
Yeah, Scott is dying to interview you, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, jeez. we keep reviewing her games, and they keep all looking good. So come
She's
on, man.
also an ex-Sega game developer and author, so that would be very cool, very very cool. But no, we appreciate everything she's doing. Her shmup game. Fuck it. It's not Life Force, obviously. It's not. Is it Star Force? No, I'm being an idiot now. Anyways, yeah, we're waiting on that, and that looks so fantastic as well. So this looks amazing. I need a fucking C64, man. Hey, Scott.
Right.
Reshoot Proxima 3,
Yes,
the next Amiga game from Reshoot, our creator, gets an Xmas tease. Gonna watch this right now.
All right.
Oh.
Boy.
Oh, this looks good. Oh, this looks good. Oh, shit.
I'll let you know when I get
No
there.
problem.
Ooh. Whoa. Whoa, damn, son.
Right. See, I need an Amiga. Where did Elspuddy go? Elspuddy! We were talking about that before. Whoa, Jesus. What? Had someone done a sound effect somehow and I didn't know what it was. Whoa, this is like pretty hardcore.
Alright. Right?
It looks like I could play it. Oh god, wait, the bullets keep moving more?
Oh shit.
Oh, yep, you can, but not many. Jesus.
Holy crap. Keep dodging, bud. Keep dodging.
That was quite the tease.
Yeah, right? Holy shit.
So we're looking forward to seeing more of that, though.
Damn!
Expect a hopeful release towards 2020. Alright, so our next thing we have here is Beat 'em Up Fighter Dev Comp 2020. 8-bit developers. It's time to start creating games. Glorious news if you're looking for new games to play in 2020 or hoping to prove your development skills. As we've just been told by Bitmapsoft that in special collaboration with Puddlesoft, they are now running a new beat-em-up fighter dev competition for an 8-bit computer such as Atari XL XE, Amstrad, BBC Micro, C64, and even the ZX Spectrum. So basically, if you want to create a game in the style of Streets of Rage, Double Dragon, or Street Fighter Mortal Kombat, then this is just a competition for you. Here's all the details below. The game can be on any 8-bit computer, but must be either one of the game styles mentioned above. Any program language or game maker software can be used. Graphics and audio resources need not be original, but must be free of copyright issues, or at least you own them. The deadline is July 1st, 2020 at 12 o'clock a.m. PAL must be supported. NTSC support is optional but preferred. Games for each platform will be judged separately according to a public poll. For each target platform, a prize will be awarded to the game with most votes. Each game created should be created with the idea of working on real hardware, with the option to publish the winner on cassette tape, disc, or even cartridge. Cassette tape being our preferred option, or probably MSX. Members of the judging panel can enter games themselves, but cannot vote on their own creations. Submissions open from today at 12 a.m. to July 1st, 2020 at 12 a.m. Boom.
Huh.
That could be interesting. I'm expecting a huge amount of fighting games. We're going to have a big-ass podcast that's going to be called Beat 'em Ups. I can predict the future. Next up, Next up we have Battlebrush, an enjoyable party game for the Commodore Amiga. If you have family members or friends for Christmas and want to get them all involved in a bit of Christmas retro gaming fun, then have we got just the game for you. As thanks to another heads up from Saberman in our inbox, he has just told us Releasa Software has released a four-player party game of Battlebrush for the Commodore Amiga. An Amiga game requiring 1 megabyte RAM, any kind, OCS chipset or above. Alright, let's have a look. I can ride my bike to the end. He sticks his finger in the hole. Just steers us that way.
Okay. Donationware.
Hell? What is this? Oh god. Touch each other, that happens. Oh, the whole point is to paint as much as possible. Yellow's gonna win!
One second.
Alright. I get the gist. I can see that being like fun 4-player, like couch fun. That's fun.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
I have a.
I don't know. Well, with the computers, obviously, I can see it not being as much fun because some of them just kind of derped up a little bit. But having 4 actual players play, I could see this being a ton of fun, actually. So,
yeah, right.
Our next one is Power Blade. Upcoming ZX Spectrum and ZX Spectrum Next game looks so awesome. Not the Power Blade we know.
Okay, I was about to say, it's like...
In November of last year, we gave you the heads up of a seriously cool-looking ZX Spectrum Next game called Power Blade Delta's Shadow. A game which is in development by N1KO at NQ_NSKRJU. Jesus. And team as a top quality... Yeah, that's not even words. Sorry. Nico at... And team is a top quality inspiration of the same name, which was originally released in the early 90s by Taito. Well, there's great news today. Because of this moment, the creators have released some new teaser footage of this incredible looking game that may be released next year.
Okay.
Oh, wait, maybe it is a Power Blade, you know. It might be. I'm not a huge Power Blade player, so I'm not 100% sure. Looks good though. This is ZX Spectrum too. Oh shit.
Yeah, this is definitely Power Blade. Yep.
Yeah,
it's pretty
dude,
good for the ZX, man.
I'm loving this.
It's not really all that far off the OG.
So that looks good. That's the ZX Spectrum Next. Let's see what it's like on the ZX Spectrum itself. Oh, there's the ZX Spectrum version. It still runs really good, and oh my god. It's still, I love the palette still, I'm sorry. I still think I prefer it over the Next. Just because the Next is almost like you getting a Nintendo, basically. And still runs real fast, too.
Yeah, this is wow, it's just pretty good. So this is from the characters from Power Blade 2. The original Power Blade had.
That's what I thought. Okay, thank you.
Where this
I
game,
thought for sure. I was like, it's like Power Blade. I was like, man, it doesn't look like the same Power Blade I'm thinking of. So I was like,
yeah, the Power Blade 2. Power Blade 2 is definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the differences. Obviously, the Spectrum Next is a lot like the NES, whereas the ZX Spectrum version is, well, a lot more like a ZX Spectrum. And now it still looks like the NES version, but obviously, some of the beef has been taken out, so it can work on a Spectrum, and it runs smoothly, which is really nice to see. So that's pretty awesome. I like that. Next, we have Gravity Worms, a new take on Snake/Worms for Atari XL XE. Moving away from the Amiga with 2 great games to play, as we now look towards Gravity Worms for retro kicks. This game, developed and winning first place during the Silly Venture 2019 Atari 8-bit game compo, is a brand new game that takes the original Snake Worm concept and turns it completely on its head for the Atari XL XE. So we're all fairly familiar with Snake Worm games. Oh, those jams! Is there like puzzle aspects to? Oh, there is. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? Oh. Oh, you can only go up and over things. You can't go in the middle of the screen like straight up. Oh no, you can drop down and stop. Okay. This is way more different than I would have expected. Yeah, I'm loving the
pretty neat, man. I'm not gonna lie. Bouncing to that.
Dog, go. Jesus, fucking dog. Yeah, so no, it's a very interesting game. It really is a different way of doing like the worm snake kind of thing. I like that it's puzzle, but like you can't move in the middle of the screen. Usually you can just go wherever the hell you want in those games. Whereas with this one, it's like, yeah, no, you're on a platform. You can't just, gravitate upwards. So, hence, I guess the name Gravity Worms. So, that's kind of cool. Next, we have Black Strawberry Cake. Dedicated to fans of the Amiga game Trap Runner. Alright, a great work ahead of Christmas fun is about to happen, as we've recently been told by our good friend Saberman. Jesus, that dude knows about everything. That Night Owl Design, who is behind the great Amiga platformer of Trap Runner, has announced the release of Black Strawberry Cake, another feature-packed platformer as a dedication to all Amiga users who had fun playing their previous game, Trap Runner. Trap Runner Bonus, Black Strawberry Cake is a sequel to the first part, with not only a brand new introduction story, but the game spans over 2 new worlds, 4 classical jump-in levels, new boss fights, new game elements such as box pushing and trampoline jumping, but 10 new songs and even a new outro. So if you thought Trap Runner was a great game, you are sure to enjoy this bonus Christmas release called Black Strawberry Cake. Okay. Well, let's have a look.
Alrighty.
This is very cartoon-like. Reminds me of early 90s DOS though. Not even DOS, just I guess like Windows 95.
Jeez.
Oh, here we go. We got some gameplay. Here we go. Very basic though. Yeah, this totally reminds me of like something that you play on a computer in the 90s.
Yeah.
Blech. Blech. Now you're red? Oh, you passed those blocks now. Okay.
Checkpoint.
Oh, that was a checkpoint, and you died. Get ready. And you done again. Okay, no, you're fine. No, it looks interesting. At least it's a bonus too, so that's kind of cool. Next, we have Bagman, an arcade classic gets an early alpha Amiga remake. Let's just watch the video and see what happens here.
Bagman? Bagman. Okay.
Whoa. Okay. Oh, you're a dude trying to steal money? Oh, there's a dude up top waiting for you. Uh-oh.
What?
This is old school arcade style. Uh-oh.
Yeah, right.
Just leave that there and he doesn't come after. Oh shit, no, he's coming after you, dude. Oh shit.
You don't know what he's doing.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, and it even has old school arcade sounds and everything. I'm loving it. Oh, he's coming. Where you going, old man? This is so cool. I like this. I'm sorry, but this looks like it's so fucking old school.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, right. I don't know what he says there every time he... Whoa! I skipped ahead to the next stage and he's just like... There's a minecart coming, he just held onto a handle on the ceiling and raised his whole body up. That's fucking arm strength right there, buddy. Don't fucking mess with that, dude. Oh, wheelbarrow! Oh shit. Oh shit. You're gonna die, dude. You're gonna die. Yep, he died. Alright. That was a fun little game as well. Alright, our last bit of news from Indie Retro News before we go on to our one and only Kickstarter is Jack DX C64. We mentioned this before. C64 Classic Overhaul gets a new beta tease. So let's have a look at this now.
The home jack? Yep. Like the NES game?
Yeah, and it's good, dude. It looks real good.
Jack. Yeah, Bomb Jack DX. I like it. Ooh. Yes.
Oh, that sounds good
like
too. And
it.
it's for C64, man. This is running smoothly.
Yeah, man, I love this game. I was never any good at it, but I like it.
It's one of those games that if you had enough time with it, you'd probably be excellent at it. So. Well, I guess that was it. Right? You know what I mean. Oh, wait, is that Mario music? Dr. Mario music? Hold on. Oh, no, it's not the same. It sounded like Mario or Dr. Mario music during the last one. Oh my god, dude, this is awesome. Alright. Jesus, I could watch that for fucking hours too, see? Jesus. That looks so good.
Yeah,
dude,
right?
we need to, like, somehow get some C64s, some Amigas, some Amstrads, some fucking everything. You're in the middle of the friggin' States, find a computer, dude. You know there has to be some, like, super nerd hoarding on to, like, fucking, like, 50 goddamn Amigas somewhere.
Hold on to all them things.
He's got, like, a warehouse full of copper 64s unopened. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're going into our last thing for tonight, which is a Kickstarter. I will refresh. Alright, here we go. It's called Harpy Gaiden. A game about a harpy girl on a quest to defeat an evil puppet. They were looking for $920. They've reached their goal. They're at 1,670. We've almost doubled it. They had 27 backers, but only 7 days to go. Let's watch.
Shall we?
It looks all retro-like. I'm loving it. Did I pause it? I did pause it. Good job, me. Oh, it looks good.
Harpy Gaiden. Well, that's a little too big. Holy shit.
Whoa. Please don't tell me this.
Hey everyone, I'm Kirby Rocky, community manager and leader of the iCar Kickstarter game about a... The game is already available. That's why we need $6 is taken on average.
Okay, it's just the rest of the order using their money and
/
stuff.
this. Until next time.
It was very short, but it looked good.
Oh, yeah. I kind of want to check this page out myself.
Wait.
Oh, they met their goal, too. All right. Oh, it's the third installment of a story? Yeah.
So apparently it looks like it's an iOS game? Am I seeing that right? No, Steam. Steam release. Okay, it's reached. Alright, good. Steam Workshop reached. Extra playable characters, new game ++ at 2,000. Wow.
Oh, and I'm going to point this out. To be able to pre-order the game and have ad removal on the iOS version, they want $4.
Jesus, that's not bad. Oh.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So it's been released on Steam. Alright, so Steam. And what the fuck is this called? Oh. Harpy Gaiden. Or did I spell Harpy wrong? Oh, I was right. Okay. Oh, I don't see it on there yet. I bet I spelled it wrong, didn't I? No, I spelled it right. Okay, that's strange. I don't see it on Steam, but maybe it's not released yet. Oh, because I wanted to see how much it was on Steam, because it looked good. It looked real good, dude. All I see is, like, all the pledges are for iOS versions, so I'm like, where's this Steam version? Did you find it anywhere? Okay.
Nope.
Now, I see that they have it there on itch.io. Name your own price. Oh. We've already seen its gameplay. It looks good. Alright, so I mean, I guess that's what they're going for, is they're looking to put it out on iOS, which is cool and all, but I don't know why they just didn't release it on Steam or go to someone like Megacat or like, you know, Danjin or someone so that they could release like a, get on, you know, backed by a good publisher, because this looks fantastic, man.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, so anyways, hopefully we help out Zispan and their goals with Harpy Gaiden. Can't wait to see it on Steam. It's probably going to be a game that's going to be added to my wish list. So, anyways, that is it for this week. Other than like those minor weird issues we had at the very start. Fuck, man.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be one of our podcasts if we didn't have some sort of hang up somewhere, some silly sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I'd like to thank the websites that my news came from this week, which was GameSpot.com and Destructoid.com.
And thank you to IndieRetroNews.com for all of my segments this week. And, of course, fantastic winter Steam sale. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of that deliciousness.
Yes. Fly by all my money!
That's how we do.
Here it goes!
Alright, let's see. We have... I think my cousin is doing a D&D game.
Okay.
Let's see. Magic Kid Goo Goo first attempts. That would be White Hat. You know what? Maybe we're going to host up White Hat. White Hat 94. He is probably speedrunning something because dude is a great speedrunner. If you haven't heard of White Hat in the speedrunning community, I'm very surprised. Fantastic speedrunner. Go check him out. Have yourselves a good evening, and we will see you again next week. But SDK may not be here, so I may have a special guest host next week. So until then, have a good night, say hello to White Hat, and have yourselves a good night. Bye bye.